Okay guys, I'm back to doing a cooking video for you. I apologize about the lighting on this one. One of the lights in my kitchen is out and I haven't had time to replace it, but I needed to go ahead and make a video. So today I'm going to make, from the China Study, it's a recipe called Hearty Stew. But really the cool thing about soups and stews is that you don't really need a recipe other than just this basic structure that I'm going to show you. And you can really add whatever vegetables you have available or whatever seasoning and spices that you like to make a dish. It's really going to be hearty. So I'm going to go and get started for you, and then we'll be right back. Okay, like with most whole food plant-based recipes that you're going to find, especially in the China Study, you start off by sauteing onion, pepper, and garlic. And the recipe calls for vegetable broth. I'm actually out, so we're just using water, but it works just the same. And we heat that until the onion is soft, medium-high. Takes just a few minutes. Alright, so I've got that onion all soft. We're going to go ahead and add 3.5 cups of water. Usually we would use vegetable broth. I don't have it, so I'm just going to supplement some extra seasoning in here for that. And then we add our squash and our potatoes. This squash I bought in the frozen section. It's just butternut squash. It's just a little bit easier. It's a lot quicker. It sat out for a little bit, so it has kind of started to thaw, but even if it's not, you just cook it longer until it's cooked. So we've got diced potato and butternut squash in here. Alright, so I added that tablespoon of oregano. I added a little extra because I'm using water instead of vegetable broth, and then not in the recipe, I added a little Italian seasoning and a little thyme just to make up for the lack of vegetable broth. Okay, so we're going to get this heated up, and we're going to cover it and simmer it until that potato is tender and that squash has started to heat up. So I realized I was misreading the recipe. The recipe is for if you're using raw squash, and so it takes a little longer to cook because I'm just using frozen squash and potato cooks a little faster. It's only been about 10 minutes and I think we're ready to move on to the next step. So that next step, we're going to add 2 zucchini. And then we add a can of pinto beans drained and rinsed. And we also add this giant jar of salsa. It calls for 30 ounces of salsa, or 2 15-ounce jars. I need some more late salsa for another recipe, so we're just going to use 1.5 jars of that stuff. Get that all stirred in and mixed in there. We'll let that cook for about 10 minutes, and then it should be ready to go. Hi guys, so it's been about 10 minutes. I may have cooked it a little too hot, but it is all nice and bubbly there. It looks good. Everything is cooked thoroughly through. We just want to make sure that all of our hearty vegetables, like the potatoes, are cooked. And of course the zucchini is hot. Don't want it to get too soft. Using the frozen squash may not have been the best. It's probably been in there a little too long. It's a little soft and squishy, but the flavor's still going to be there. And plus we've still got plenty of other vegetables in here giving it texture. And the nice thing that you can do with these types of hearty just soups and stews is that you add whatever vegetables you have. So if you've got corn, you can add corn to this. You could add carrots. You know, we've just got squash, pinto beans, peppers, butternut squash, zucchini, potatoes, green pepper, and onions. And then just season it with oregano. If you've got Italian seasoning, thyme, rosemary, whatever kind of seasonings you want. You know, it doesn't have to be complicated. Just come up with your own kind of whatever you've got available. If you like bread, throw on some sides of bread or toast with this. It'll be fantastic. So there's my video for today. Thanks for coming along. Again, find me on Facebook, like and comment on this video if you've got some suggestions for vegetables to use or soup recipes that you like. Find me on Facebook again, give me a like. You'll get the latest updates on what I'm doing, recipes I might be working on, or videos I'm working on before I put them out. And again, thanks for your time. Share this video with your friends and enjoy. Have a good dinner.